Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have to be honest with you, even though I have prepared the news for you for today, I wasn't sure if I will be recording the video because the day was still is so beautiful, so sunny, so warm, even though it has been raining. But now it's just fantastic and I was just relaxing today. But I have the news, so I'm gonna read this to you. Two topics that you will see in the title of this video. I will have a little bit different approach today to Ursula von der Leyen, as I call her Ursula the Witch. And I'm gonna read you something that it's maybe strange, but I think nothing is a coincidence in Hollywood, in Disney productions, etc. We will get to this. We will start with the comments that I have picked up from my video yesterday. And why is that? Because a lot of you have been really moved by that memorial wall that I have showed you in the beginning of the video yesterday. Those of you who haven't seen it, just click on my previous video. It was really moving. I got emotional too. And not just because of seeing Russell, Texas Bentley there, but because of all those people and women, men and women, so young, so many of them really young, you know, there was like a whole life ahead of them. And a lot of you left really beautiful comments. Maybe I will start with this one from Aruna, who says, as a mother, I feel so much sorrow for every soldier who died in this war, for every son and daughter, partner and friend. It is a nightmare. So Biden for me can go to hell. Thank you for your comment. The second comment is from GT Spray Foam, who says, firstly, Russians are dying for existence and future, unlike Ukrainians, for the interests of America. Putin wants to destroy NATO, and he will do it, and Ukraine will be returned to the Russian Federation. And the first comment that I've decided to pick up, but I read you like third one now, it's a bit controversial, and some of you will be probably saying that this is conspiracy theory and this is just BS. However, I would like you to approach it with an open mind, because we have been lied to on so many levels that for me personally, I question everything. So let's go through this comment from Rain Dancing Horse, who says, Mr. Putin is part of the club. Russia is a signatory of the Antarctic Treaty. In 1959, a group of countries came together to sign a remarkable agreement, now known as the Antarctic Treaty. Russia will not let Russians take privately funded trips to the north of South Poles. Mr. Putin is maintaining and helping cover up the shape of Earth, and he supports NASA and the absolute lie that there are nuclear bombs. He doesn't have any. They do not exist. All of us people who are not in the club are being lied to. Why I decided to read you this comment is because this is not the first time, and I'm not just saying here about Putin. I actually disagree. I believe Putin is on a good side. This is my personal opinion here. I hope you're okay with me sharing. But as far as the nuclear bombs, I have very mixed feelings about it, but at the same time, how would you explain Hiroshima and Nagasaki? And then you have the nuclear weapon inspectors like Scott Ritter who worked on those weapons. So what is this about? I just would like to know, and I'm sincerely asking those questions. So, you know, we have to seek the truth, however painful this truth is. We have to ask questions and be open-minded to hearing different answers. And since I was talking about President Putin, here is more from the lady who is my favorite lady and who I mention a lot lately, Maria Zakharova, and an article from TASS from June 28, that was yesterday. Maria Zakharova, the spokeswoman for the Russian Federation, said those words: Russia to continue supplying energy and food to global markets despite European Union sanctions. Maria Zakharova reiterated that although the EU sanctions are formally aimed against Russia, they are equally harmful and undermine the security of developing countries. Moscow, 28th of June, yesterday: despite the obstacles from the European Union, Russia will continue to supply world markets with energy, resources, fertilizer and food. That's what Maria Zakharova said in a commentary following the introduction by the EU of the 14th package of anti-Russian sanctions. This is just, you know, this definition, I think Einstein said it, but that if you keep on repeating the same thing over and over again and you don't see different results, this is the definition of insanity, right? I mean, so let's continue from Maria Zakharova. The Russian Federation, despite of the obstacle imposed by the European Union, will continue its efforts to supply world markets. I know I'm repeating this, but this is the article now. With in-demand products, including resources, fertilizers and food, she said. And she said that those sanctions, even though they are aimed against Russia, they equally are harmful and undermine the security of developing countries. It is obvious that the EU's actions formally taken against Russia equally affect third countries, destabilize global commodity markets and undermine the energy security of developing countries. However, the EU is simply indifferent to others' interests, she said. According to the diplomat, Brussels is now guided by an exclusively destructive principle. When by our own actions we undermined the European economy, so now in order to support it, we will strike on the entire global system. And the end of this article describes that sanction number 14. On June 28, the European Union expanded its sanction list against the Russian Federation by adding 2 more individuals and companies to it, including logistics company Transcontainer and its general director Mikhail Kontsaryev, I think. I'm sorry, guys. Not so good in Russian. In total, the 14th package of sanctions against Russia includes 68 Russians, in particular CEO of Novorossiya Railways, Kazakov, head of the Federal Property Management Agency, Vadim Yakovenko, current employees of the FSB Directorate for the Republic of Crimea and Sevastopol, as well as the pop singers Polina Gagarina, I think that's her name, and Yaroslav Dronov, who is known under the stage name Shaman. You remember the Crocus City Hall terrorist attack? He actually, after that attack, Shaman, I think he recorded a song that was a tribute to all the victims. I'm not sure if he offered to pay for the funerals. I think he did, but he's on the list, the sanctions. As for legal entities, the list includes 49 companies and organizations, in particular 42 design bureaus, factories and enterprises. So there you have this. Since we are on the EU topic, this is my second part of this video, which will be about Ursula the Witch. Those of you who have been following me for some time, you know who I mean. This is the person who is at the top of the EU. Oh, well, I don't think she's just the puppet, but let me finish my thoughts here. Why the witch? Because there was a movie, Disney movie called Ariel, the mermaid, I think Little Mermaid, and then that movie was a witch who actually has some similar appearance to Ursula, was also named Ursula, and she stole the voice of Ariel. So I compare Ursula the witch to Ursula von der Leyen, however you want to say her last name, because she's stealing the voice of the European Union countries. But I'm gonna give you the part of this article, and then I'm gonna read you something very interesting, because it really represents her. So EU leaders picked von der Leyen for the second term as Commission chief. Yes. Someone left a comment a few weeks ago under one of my videos and said this was already done, this deal was already agreed, Orban can object, you know. That's how they chose those people among themselves. So the witch has to finish this project under the sea. That's how I look at this. Brussels, from Reuters, as you know, European Union leaders agreed to nominate Ursula von der Leyen of Germany for a second 5-year term as President of the European Commission, the EU's powerful executive body. The leadership package represents continuing at the top of the bloc of some 450 million people, with centrist pro-EU factions keeping hold of top posts, despite a far-right surge in elections to the European Parliament earlier this month. Von der Leyen's nomination still needs approval from the European Parliament in a secret ballot widely seen as a trickier proposition than her endorsement by EU leaders. I think I said it wrong in the beginning. She didn't get this yet, but she didn't get it yet. She was just picked, but I think she will get it again. And she says it's a matter of convincing, if possible, a broad majority for a strong Europe. This is what I'm going to be working for. And after reading this, I decided to go on YouTube and to find a song from The Little Mermaid, in which Ursula the witch, we say Ursula in Polish, Ursula the witch, is singing. She is introducing herself to Ariel. So let's say Ursula the witch is Ursula von der Leyen, and we have Ariel, which is all of us in European Union. And I think you will appreciate some entertainment for Saturday evening. Ursula the witch, this is the song. I admit that in the past I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me, well, a witch. But you will find that nowadays I've mended all my ways, repented, seen the light, and made a switch. And I fortunately know a little magic. It's a talent that I always have possessed, and here, lately, please don't laugh, I use it on behalf miserable, lonely and depressed souls. Pathetic. When she said this, then she said on the side, pathetic. Poor unfortunate souls in pain, in need. And do I help them? Yes, indeed. Those poor unfortunate souls, they come flocking to my cauldrons, crying, help Ursula, please. And I help them. Yes, I do. And it happened once or twice. Someone couldn't pay the price. And I'm afraid I had to rake them across the coals. Yes, I've had the odd complaints. But on the whole, I've been a saint to those poor, unfortunate souls. So this is the song, guys. Don't you think there are no coincidences? Because this really describes how the EU operates, and she's the perfect representation for this. I hope you don't mind me having a little bit different approach to the video today. I want to wish you a wonderful Saturday. Probably see you tomorrow, we will see. Tomorrow, Sunday. The link to the article from TASS you find down below this video in the description box, as well as the song. You can listen to it and you will see the image of Ursula the witch, also blonde hair, FYI. With this being said, Lots of love, and remember, we are the leading edge and we are saving humanity. All the links to support me, including my book with Scott Ritter, will be down below this video. My Instagram as well. Thank you for following me there. It means a lot. And I see you in the next video. Bye everyone.